Hello everyone, it is a brisk morning here in Northern Virginia. Perfect weather for planting. So I am going to get out here, get some of the seed down for my bee lawn. And also I was at a local native plant nursery called Watermark Woods yesterday, and I actually found that she had the yellow violets. I hadn't mentioned that in my previous video, but Prairie Moon Nursery has them on their website, but they don't have the seeds. They're out of stock. So I just bought one. I think I can divide it into two, and I'll just put it out there and they can multiply over time. I also did decide to go and get a Canada anemone, so anemone canadensis. She had those as well, so I figured why not. So a couple additions to that list that I gave you the other day, and I will put a card to that if you didn't see the first video on my bee lawn. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I'll show you what I have already done and what I am doing. And just so you know, when that day that I did do the video, when I'm talking about the bee lawn and then all the plants that I'm putting into it, I did get all of the spring beauties in, and they are all over there on the western side of my lawn, just going up and down the woodland edge. Here is a bald spot where I have put some clover in and some grass seed. So it looks like I have some clover sprouting. Haven't seen, oh yeah, here's some of the grass seed is sprouting as well. And this was more of the hardy standard mix of grass seed that you would see at the big box stores here in Northern Virginia. So probably like a blue fescue or Kentucky fescue, sorry. And then here are some seedlings of the micro clover. So, and some of these bald spots up here that is especially compacted, I put in micro clover. Let's see if I have anything germinating here. Not yet. Oh, over here I have a bunch of micro clover sprouting. If you saw my update on Instagram or somewhere on the socials, you'll know that one of the viewers actually shouted out some native clovers. So I went ahead and pinned those in the other video. So if you want to look into some of the native clovers and see if they're native to your location, check that out. Yeah, this is like not gonna be for everyone. I mean, I have a big yard, but I have made the actual lawn area smaller. And so I am pulling these out by hand because I want to, but I recognize that this is probably absolutely ridiculous for the majority of people. But I'm just showing you because so you know what I'm doing. I forgot to mention at the front of the video, but I have some dog videos. If you want to stick around till the end, we had our friend's dog staying with us as well. So they're always a ton of fun when they're together.
Like fake plant labels for some of those things. And then just
okay, so I can't get my tractor turned on. Oh well. So I am going to go ahead and get some purple love grass out of my front bed because it just isn't looking tidy enough for the front yard, and replace it with something else.
I was looking at planting instructions.
Hey! You probably can't hear me, but the lawnmower is fixed. My neighbor helped me. Okay guys, so what I want to show you here is that I typically mow my lawn at the 7 or 8 setting on my lawnmower. And then you can see here I am pulling that all the way down to 3. I really want to get the grass really low so I can get the dirt scuffed up in the bare spots and the seeds down in there. So now I got my lawnmower running, and I know this is like a gas guzzling pollution machine, but it is what I have, and it does the job for me in these bigger areas. So what I'm trying to do while I'm mowing around in circles is avoid the anemone and avoid the yellow violets that I planted, and kind of pull up a little bit higher where I know that I've already seeded and have some things growing. I'm also trying to get the lawn clippings, try and keep them all in one spot so that I can easily get those up when I am done here. So ordinarily I never rake up grass clippings. That's because I usually mow at the highest level, but this is a different scenario here. I'm kind of scalping the lawn, getting the bare areas exposed, the dirt exposed, so that I can put all the bee lawn seeds into those spots. So next up here, I am using my manual push mower because I have already seeded areas of this lawn. I have seedlings and I want to keep them safe. And I also like to edge my lawn with my manual push mower, as you've seen me done in the past. Next up here, I am aerating the lawn with my fork. I know it's so ridiculous, but I am too cheap to get somebody to do that this year. So I'm just going to use this little fork here. And the purpose of me aerating the lawn in the first place is so that some of those seeds can get really down in there in those holes and take hold. The seeds that I'm laying down here are a tall turf fescue mix that you would get at your big box stores. And then next up, I get Leaf Grow compost. It's a local compost, and I am just kind of putting a light layer over top of all the seeds that I have put down of that tall type fescue. Next up, I am throwing down some Shenandoah Valley sun and shade mix. I don't live in the Shenandoah Valley. My parents do. My dad had it left over, so I just went ahead and threw some of that down as well. While I was working on this, putting the fescue seeds down and the leaf grow compost down, I also threw down some calico aster seeds. These are the perennials, the native perennials that I talked about in my previous video that may grow and bloom low if it is mowed. So I'm looking forward to seeing if that experiment works in this area of the lawn. The last thing I did here was just to go around and tamp down the soil, the compost a little bit, just to have really good contact with the seeds. And then of course, Violet always has to make an appearance. So that's it for today. I got a lot of work done, but I still have a lot of work to do. Next up is going to be the creeping red fescue back here on the shadier, more moist side of the yard, as well as the Twin City native bee lawn mix. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you again next time. What? What's wrong with you? No, Bailey. No, Bailey. No. Nope. No eating the flowers. Nope. Thank you. Why don't you go give Violet a kiss? Oh, here they go. Here they go. On guard.